How they be on TikTok? Alright, let me start. That was so unnecessary. I promise that was so unnecessary. What up, Monsta, man? We back with another video. Maybe like, Monsta, you got the same thing on from last video. I know. We back to back. I did 2 in 1 day, so I can give y'all more content back to back. Duh. But yeah, we got to go ahead and jump straight into this video. Today's video is shower thoughts that make me shower thoughts, that make me question reality. So we're about to go ahead and get into this video. I feel like this would be interesting. I like stuff like this. Shower thoughts that make me question reality. I ain't gonna lie, I be thinking a lot. But before we get right into it, let me know what video y'all want to see me do. Comment what y'all want me to react to, or something else that y'all would like for me to react to, whatever. But yeah, man, I'm about to get into this video and make that y'all work, man. Boom. Let's get it.
What if your entire life is flashing in front of your eyes, but you're already dead? If you're not dead, but alive, everything is trying to kill you constantly. Your stomach is constantly trying to kill you. Feeding it makes it stop.
Boy, what?
You need to drink as well. Being hydrated is a necessity. Drink your water. Normally, you empty your drink from the top, but when you use a straw, you empty it from the bottom. Your lungs are also constantly trying to kill you. Breathing resets that timer too. We really take for...
Yo, hold on now. Hold on, he might have just said something. Hold on. Yo, that makes sense though. Little stuff get me excited like that. Without a straw, you drink from the top, but with the straw, you drink from the bottom. And the lung thing, the stomach. I know about the stomach thing, because your stomach is full of acid. You really have to feed it and be hydrated. But the lung part just tripped me out. Makes sense.
The fact that most of our body's processes are automated. Aging is a disease with a 100% mortality rate. Maybe that's why aliens aren't visiting us. Maybe they should visit Antarctica though. Because Antarctica is statistically the best place to have a baby, because all 11 babies born there lived, making it have a 0% infant mortality rate. It's pretty cool to think about that there are only 365 different birthdays for nearly 8 billion people. You live to be around 80, and you spend a third of your life sleeping. But when you sleep, you're just looking at the back of your eyelids for 8 hours straight. And to be honest, sleep is just a free trial of death. So we're all dead. Here's some more shower thoughts.
Chill out.
A lot of TV shows have those fake laugh tracks in the background, so you know when to laugh at the really bad jokes. But what you don't really think about is, for the really, really old shows, while you're sitting and watching and listening to it, you're also, at the same time, probably listening to a bunch of dead people laughing. Related, one day, there are going to be more dead people on social media than there are living people. If they still exist, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube even, will be a graveyard of content and information from people who lived hundreds of years ago. It will become the biggest source of information for any event. You'll be able to see how people reacted to presidential elections, to the death...
I ain't gonna hold it. I'm intrigued. Because that really makes me think, oh, hold on, now that makes sense. For real, that's golly, I'll be thinking all day, now and tomorrow. What the heck? Dang, that makes sense, bruh. Because think about it, folk, when they pass, all their content still gonna be up. Somebody wrote a book, and they passed. They book, with everything they talked about, still gonna be there. People, when they pass, their Instagram still be up, except for celebrities. Celebrities, they're what they do? I know Instagram, they'll disable the account and be the account no longer exists, take away all this stuff. But dang, that's crazy.
Of their idols, to the spread of new diseases, to everything there is. You won't be able to see how the world reacted to sliced bread though. Bread is just a loaf of dough, so by that logic, cheese is just a loaf of milk, and an ice cube is just a loaf of water. Yeah. Speaking of ice, something I find kinda interesting is that there have been entire civilizations who never knew that water had a solid form. The money you earn is never actually yours, it's just your turn with it. Everyone works to survive, and all of the money that you earn actually belongs.
Real talk. The money really never yours. Like, it's just your turn with it, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to spend that money on something. Whether you have a little bit of it or a lot of it, like whether you a dollaraire, a thousandaire, or a millionaire, or a billionaire, you're going to spend something. Just like a woman, she ain't really fully yours. It's just your turn, unless you was the first to ever have her, and the last. Same for a dude, ladies. He technically not yours. A lot of y'all know that too. It's just your turn with him. That's why he cheats on you. And you go back like a dummy. Dudes do it too. Freaking simp. Alright, back to the video.
To someone else. There's a lot of jobs and businesses that bank off of the fact that things in your life can go wrong. Doctors only make money because you get sick. Mechanics make money because your car breaks down. Lawyers make money because you messed up really, really bad. Like, maybe you robbed a bank. But if you do try and rob a bank, you shouldn't have any problems with rent or food bills for the next 10 years, regardless of whether or not you're successful. A jail and a prison are basically the same thing, but a jailer and prisoner are completely different.
Right.
The company Bic is known for making lighters and pens. Both of these happen to be things that are frequently stolen, which is kind of a pretty good business model if you think about it. Teachers make money off of the fact that you don't know how to, like, add numbers together or speak a language properly.
Man, we know this.
And speaking of language, you ever just take time to think about letters and words? They're weird and confusing, but kind of cool. It takes more letters to spell the word short than it does to spell long. Also, all the E's in the word Mercedes are pronounced differently. When you say the word forward, your lips move forward. When you say the word back, your lips move back.
Whoa!
When hurricanes form, the most dangerous part is the eye. It destroys everything in its path. It's right in the middle, which also happens to be where the letter I is in the middle of the word hurricane. It's kind of cool. Hurricanes are deadly. Everyone tends to talk about and consider the question that is, where do we go when we die? And it's a pretty good question. But no one ever asks, where are we before we were born? The world hasn't changed much over the past 700 years.
Heaven?
Today we take pictures of food and put it on Instagram.
We come from heaven, go back to heaven. That's what I think.
But during the Renaissance, people would sit around for weeks on end painting a table full of food. You know, you've probably walked past someone that you played video games with online before and just didn't realize. Similarly, you see people every single day that you will never see again in your entire life.
Facts.
Out of every event that has happened, everything led you both to the same place at the same time, only to veer off path and never meet again.
Wow.
On a similar note, you've probably seen someone on the last day of their life, and you could have never known. To make this more fun though, your future wife is probably telling her boyfriend that they'll be together forever.
Ha! Facts.
How cute. You often hear that life is a roller coaster, and I get it. It feels like it. But when you're on a roller coaster, aren't the downhill parts the most fun? You also often hear things that are so easy a caveman could do it.
No lie. Think about what you just said. People say life is like a roller coaster, but the downhill part is the exciting part of it. What J. Cole said, think being broke is better. I don't want to be broke, but it's like nobody really pays you like any attention. It's like your mind is so like you focus on just enjoying life when you don't really have. It's like I want to enjoy life when you don't have, and it's like I do whatever I want. I'm do this. This is fun. Dang, that situation was bad, but we laughing about it now. That situation was crazy when we got into, but it's funny now. Like, wow. And then you got money, it's like, all right, you got money, what's up? We can do whatever. Like, now we can really do the other stuff that we've been wanting to do. It's true. The down part be the fun part sometimes. It's only for the
problem
moment.
is that cavemen were able to start fires without lighters or matches and were able to kill animals that were 3 to 4 times their size. So, is it really that easy? If you've been using technology like computers or cell phones for years, as most of us have, you've probably scrolled for hundreds or thousands of miles. But honestly, you scrolling doesn't mean you've actually moved anything.
Right.
When you scroll on your phone, Nothing changes except for the color of the pixels on screen. Nothing is moving, it just seems like it. When your laptop overheats, it freezes. No British king would have this issue though, because no ruling British king has ever used the internet. Before the invention of phones, the question, "Where are you?" was probably never asked.
Facts.
Eventually, when you're ordering something or sending a letter or something, you may have to put Earth as a part of your address. Maybe when you can live on the moon.
Facts.
You've seen more of the surface of the moon with your own eyes than you
I'm
will
so
ever see
fool
of
if I
Earth.
do that. Where
Actually,
you from, Earth?
if you think about it, about half of the universe is in your field of view at all times. But for now, humans are on Earth. But we're weird. And a little broken. Brushing your teeth is really the only time you ever clean your skeleton. Cleaning is just rearranging dirt. Speaking of cleaning, you should probably really clean your glasses right now. They're disgusting. You really can't clean something without making something else dirty. You also can't move your top teeth. Go ahead and try. You can't hum while holding your nose shut either. Go ahead, try this one too. And while you're at it, you also can't snap your fingers inside your mouth. Go ahead, try this one too.
Wait, what do you say?
You can't move your top teeth.
Okay.
Go ahead and try. You can't hum while holding your nose shut either. Go ahead, try this one too. And while you're at it, you also can't snap your fingers inside your mouth. You ever realize that humans cut down birdhouses to make birdhouses? If you've ever clapped your hands before, you never actually stopped. There's just a really, really, really long pause between claps. We do have some redeeming qualities, I guess. We live a lot longer than most animals. If you're over the age of 30, you were alive before every single dog that is currently on Earth. We argue a lot, though, over really, really stupid issues, like whether or not we should eat other animals even though we are animals ourselves. But if vegetarians don't like each other, is it still considered beef? Let's flip a coin and decide.
You still money for that?
Flipping a coin isn't really a 50-50 thing, though. It's random. In a vacuum, a robot can flip a coin millions of times and get heads every single time. Humans only really use it to make decisions less stressful, even though it's a purely random event. Machine learning is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our lives every day. But you observe machine learning all the time. Your brain. Your brain is really, really good at learning things. This is shown in your dreams. Your brain can recreate scenarios with people you've known for years and just have full-on conversations with them that your brain made up on the spot.
Facts.
Even with people you just met, and it can all feel so real. But no one has ever dreamt about popcorn. Until it happened. And honestly, the person who discovered popcorn had to be super confused when it happened. You ever think about how arms on chairs are just like chairs for your arms? Also, if two mind readers are reading each other's minds, whose mind are they actually reading? It's weird. But what's also weird is that blue is usually seen as cold, while red is usually seen as hot. But blue fire is hotter than red fire. It's likely that another kid is going to grow up in your childhood home, and have a lot of the same experiences that you did while growing up there. They'll use every room, toilet, staircase, and light switch that you did. But why are they called light switches? At the same time, they're also dark switches. Almost everything you have ever owned is still on Earth somewhere. Unless you're Elon Musk.
Listen. He talking that real. He talking that real. He talking! Man said, why is it called light switches? When it turns it dark. Oh, snap. Hold on. That's wild. That's true.
And send your car into space. All of the materials needed to create today's technology has existed since the beginning of the Earth. It just wasn't in the right form or put together yet.
True.
You're living in an age where you can be smarter than almost anyone in the past 2 million years. You can be smarter than almost all 100 billion people who have ever lived. You have the world's information at your fingertips. But you'd rather sit here and listen to me tell you what I think about in the shower. I'm flattered, really. But please get out of my house before I call the cops.
Boy, we don't care about none of that!
Curiosity is the driving force that fuels passion to learn, create, understand, and explore the world around us. CuriosityStream is an award-winning streaming platform where viewers can journey through our world through thousands of documentary features and series. With intriguing and thoughtful shows from people like Stephen Hawking, all the way to familiar faces from YouTube, like Veritasium. Each series is visually stunning, accompanied with unrivaled storytelling to demystify the universe. If you want to explore the far futures of societies on Mars, or travel back to a time before humans existed, CuriosityStream is constantly adding new content each and every week for you to watch. Whether you're covering your favorite subjects or exploring new territory, they have something for everyone. Satisfy your thirst for knowledge anytime and anywhere with CuriosityStream, which is available around the world on your computer, TV, or any mobile device. If you head over to curiositystream.com/aperture, you'll get 30 days completely free.
Y'all done.
They have some of the best educational content.
Okay, y'all done. Y'all done. Okay, I'm like, hold on, man. You ain't saying nothing no more. Yeah, he done. Hey, that was a good video, cool little video. Hey, let me know if that y'all kind of tripped y'all out too. Like, cause like, look, some stuff he was like, I'm like, yeah, okay, I know that. But then he'll like, I like that because he'll be talking about something, and then he'll be like, but on top of that, or yeah, have you ever thought about this? All that, you feel me? So it was like, shoot, boy, I ain't never really thought of that. Like, why is it called, why do we say water bottles when the bottle can hold more than just water? Don't get me started. Okay. Yeah. How come apple is called apple when the fruit already had the name apple? So the fruit owns copyrights to the name apple, right? Like y'all supposed Apple supposed to pay apples. They supposed to care for that. Never mind. Hey man, you made it this far. Thank you for watching, man. Shout out to y'all folk, man. Monsta, you already know how we rockin', man. We out. Road to 300,000. Give or take 1 million.